Hot Spot by SGN. It's your boy, High Speed 30. And you know I got my man, who is Dez. What's good, Dez?
What's good, man? It's good to be here. It's exciting, man. We've been planning this for a little minute. It's happy to finally get this started.
Absolutely, man. This is the Hot Spot by SGN. This is the Premier Madden League. We are the best. That's how we feel about it. We the best. This is the best competition league in the PS4. I would even venture to say the best competition in any gaming system. What you think?
For sure. I mean, we got at least 10 deep. That top to bottom, I feel like. We go 10 games, we'll win at least 6 against anybody we play.
Absolutely. And if anybody out there that's listening that hears the sound of my voice, if you guys feel like you can take on the Premier Madden League, SGN, you feel like you can take us on, hey, come hit the Hot Spots Twitter and we'll set it up. Ain't that right, Des?
For sure, man. Just hit us up at SGN Premier League on Twitter. Get at us. We're going to talk some trash. We're going to line it up and we're going to play.
Absolutely. All right, so this is the Hot Spot by SGN, man. This has been like you said, it's been a plan in a long time. I'm really excited about the show. I'm really excited about what we got planned in the future. So tell us a little bit about some of the things that we got lined up for the Hot Spot.
Man, we got right now, man, we about to get into these divisions. We about to get into these power rankings. We're just going to get into the depth of the league, premiere the league, preview the league, stuff like that. But in the future, when the season actually gets started, we're going to have player of the weeks, little videos here and there, maybe a couple memes and stuff like that. You can follow us on Twitter at the Hotspot SGN, man. Give us a follow. Probably more than likely follow you back. And you'll catch everything right there.
Absolutely. Give us that Twitter page one more time.
The Hotspot SGN. That's at the Hotspot SGN on Twitter.
That's right. At the Hotspot at SGN. Hey, let me explain a little bit about this show, man. We're really not concerned about feelings, okay? So if you're listening to the show and your team or your name comes up in the show and you don't like it, guess what?
Fix it.
We don't care. Prove us wrong.
Play better.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we don't worry about no feelings here at the Hot Spot, man. Either you come strong or you don't come at all. And that's basically what our motto is, man. Basically during the season, man, we're gonna do a pick 'em too. Ain't that right, Des?
Oh yeah, for sure. Me versus you, man. Hopefully we see who get more dubs.
Absolutely, man. All right, so we got the way too early preseason power rankings that we compiled up, and we got a list of the top 10 users in the SDN. How accurate you feel this list is, according to you? What do you think?
Man, it's for the most part, I feel like the top 5 is separated from the bottom half. The top half, I feel like that's there to stay. Obviously, when the season starts, it can change. But as of right now, for it being July, I feel like that top 5 is solid based off pedigree, what we did last Madden, and everything of that sort. I feel like that's obvious. We the best 5 users in the league.
Absolutely, man. So let's do this. Let's go over the top 10 rankings, but let's go through 6 through 10. We got Black Dynamite, my man Dynamite with the Chiefs, King Gucci with them Seahawks at number 9. We got Mr. Put on the Show. That's your man, right? Texas.
Yes, sir.
We got Trey at number 7. Man, I think Trey could be a little bit higher on this list, to be honest with you.
Probably here.
And we got my man Juan at number 6 with the Cardinals. How you feel about that 6 through 10? Is anybody in that 6 through 10 range can move up into that top 5?
Oh, easily. I feel like all of them really could get enough top five with the way the season can go. Because obviously, I feel like some of them play each other, so obviously head to head is gonna matter when we put out the rankings and everything of that sort. But as of right now, like I said earlier, I feel like the top five has separated themselves from the bottom five. Like you said, Trey Splash, he can move. He could easily be top five over one or two people that's in the top five. But he did. I mean, he won a bowl last Madden. But at the same time, after that bowl, what else did he do? I feel like he kind of got he didn't get drugged, but he fell off a little bit. Obviously, that Super Bowl season, he comeback kid, all 4 games in the playoffs, so he was feeling himself. But other than that,
Yeah,
though, I feel like he would. If I had to put somebody else in the top five, he'd be the one.
yeah, absolutely. Sometimes when you win a bowl, I think you get content. You know what I mean? And you can get to the point
Right.
where you get content and not be as hard. Okay, I finally did. I got over the hump. Versus just keep pushing and trying to continue to be dominant. And I think that's where Trey fell off. And maybe it's his age, man. The guy, he's a kid. You know what I mean? I
Right.
think he's 17.
Yeah, 17 years old.
So yeah, I think Trey could possibly be in the top five, but I mean, I pretty much like our top five as we have it. You know what I mean?
Right. For sure.
So I won't nitpick on that. Now, we do got a controversial person in the top five. We got my
Yeah.
man Rich 215 for the Broncos. He's new into this league. I heard people say, "Well, how can he be top five?" Man, Rich
That
can
dude, he
play.
tough, man. He tough. I got to
Rich
play
can
him.
play, man. I
Yeah.
played Rich in a few leagues. I played him in the Dynasty.
Mhm.
I played him in another league, Magic League, and he won back-to-back bowls.
Okay.
You know, so I know that Rich can play, and
Yeah.
it's ironic that we got we got 3 elite guys in the top five. We got
Man,
2
we tough.
MWA guys in the top
Yeah.
five. We'll see how that shakes out, and you know, throughout the cycle. But
But
speak about Rich, man. You played him. Did y'all play once or twice?
yeah, we got to play. I got to play him when he got in the league. We was going back and forth talking some stuff, man. And I got to play. That dude tough. He know what he doing. You can always tell when somebody just played the game. You can call the way they call plays. He actually know how to play. He know what he doing out there. He tough. I feel like easily he top five easily. Well, I wouldn't say easily, but he's definitely top five worthy. So I wouldn't think it's a problem for it to see him up there at 5 in the rankings. He tough though. I did get the dub over him though, man.
Yeah, it was a good game, man. I watched the game, and it was a few plays in that game where I think the game really could have went either way. It was an interception that was dropped, it was an interception that was caught. But at the end of the day, you end up getting the W. I think it was like a 2-point game or something like that.
Yeah, real good game.
All right, but look, Rich, my man Rich, let me tell you about Rich. Rich knows the game, man. He throws low balls, he throws high balls when he need to. He knows where he wants to go with the football from an offensive standpoint. He knows his scheme, and I think when people know their scheme, those are the toughest users, because some people get caught up in, some people get caught up in trying to do a lot of different things and do too much things versus scaling
Right.
it back and learning what you need to do in order to get a victory.
Right. Just stick to what you know. Obviously, though, I mean, he's not one of those, I like to call them flat passers. He's not one of those guys that's going to be a flat passer. So
Absolutely.
those people that's not flat passers, I say they're easy to beat, but at the same time, they tough to prepare for because you don't really know what's going to come.
Absolutely, man. So it's gonna be exciting to see how Rich adapts to the rules of the league, and that's what I'm really interested to see. Because the 8-play rule that we have, I think the 8-play rule is tough when you first get into the league. I think. How did you feel about this? I think it was a 6-play rule when you first came in.
Right.
How you feel about the 8-play rule?
It's not that bad. I mean, I don't like it because I play comp, so I just want to run whatever I choose to run. whenever I feel like it. I mean, if you can't stop it, then why should I stop running it?
Why
But
should you help, right?
yeah, at the same time, though, it does make you better to have a custom playbook and know you can go to almost some at any time. Especially with 8 plays, you can run something that your opponent hadn't seen the whole game, the last drive of the game. That'd be the difference right there.
Absolutely, man. There's stretch plays in I formation. There's stretch plays in single
You
back.
stretch God, man. Stretch God.
There's dives. You know what I mean? It's all kinds of stretch plays I can run. So the 8-play rule is not a problem.
Stretch God.
All right, so let's talk about my rival in 19. My man AJ the King at number 4 with the Cleveland Browns. Man, he got the Cleveland Browns, and the Cleveland Browns a tough team out the box, man.
It might be the best team on the game, honestly.
I mean, they got Myles Garrett screaming off the edge. They got Denzel Ward and Greedy Williams, 2 nice young cornerbacks. I think the weakness of their defense is probably their safeties. That's probably one of the things I would want to address.
That and linebackers. Linebackers are bad. I feel like they'd be easy to run on, especially if he can't find some run defense. That's gonna be tough with no linebackers.
Okay, AJ number 4, man. The guy didn't get a bowl because he happened to be in the NFC, and the NFC locked up last year. But he did get to a bowl, so
right.
He ends up at number 4. Do you think AJ deserves to be in the top 5?
He made 3 NFC Conference Championship games and 1 bowl. I say that's top 5 worthy, along with 12 wins a season. Sometimes 13. I think maybe once 14. I say that's top 5 worthy, especially considering the team that he had when he got there.
Absolutely. Only thing he really had was Saquon, and so he made the best of what he had. And like I said, me and AJ had some battles along with Young Bull in the NFC, but we always found a way to get a victory, and I think that in order for AJ to elevate his game, he's in the tougher conference, in my opinion, this year in the AFC. I think he has to elevate his game overall. Meaning, I'm talking about time management. I'm talking about not turning the ball over in inopportune time. It was times where AJ was up on me, and then we'll come back. You know what I mean? We down by 10 or 13, and then at the end of the game we'll come back and win the game, which we had no business doing. But it's all time management.
Right. I mean, he definitely. I'll be watching the game. Me and Mason be watching the game, and we'd be like, AJ, why are you backing back 50 yards? But that would be like the first couple times y'all played, and then he noticed that, and then he'd start standing in the pocket. It'd be stuff like that, or it'd be he run the ball on first down, and it'd be 2nd and 11. He run it again. I'm like, you can't do that because it's 3rd and 11 now. He know you got to pass the ball. You literally showing him that you scared to pass the ball. So I think his one thing with him is gonna be play calling and staying even kill, because he be getting triggered so fast out of nowhere. It could be the first quarter, first play of the game, some fluke could happen, and he'd lose the game right there on the first play because he triggered. I feel like he stay even kill every season for the most part, especially in that division with Wave and Bull and how they are about the game and stuff. Oh man, I'm telling you, I cannot wait until they play. I really can't. But
absolutely, man.
That's gonna be fireworks.
It's gonna be exciting to see, man.
He stay even killed though. I'm telling you, he win 15-16. He may go 16-0, 15-1. He stay even kill.
It's definitely gonna be exciting to see. It's bittersweet. You know what I mean? We normally split in our division, so I'm going to miss those battles. Well, maybe we can see each other in a bigger game. But let's move on to number 3. We got a guy who got these Falcons. Who is Dez, man? All right, so look, we got you at number 3. I think universally most people would have said the AFC was a little bit tougher. And I think it depends on, you know what I mean? We had some tough competition in the NFC at times. But I think the AFC, had Trade, had Mason, had Dressel. We knew that one of you 3 probably was going to make it. And then my man from the Jets made it the one year.
Yeah, my guy Pop Rose, man. Shout out Rose.
Yeah, shout out to my man Rose. Got roasted in the Super Bowl, but it was he played phenomenally that playoffs though. Like he really like stepped up and won games that I didn't think he was going to win. But how you feel about being number 3 on this list?
I feel like 3 is fair. Some people say they probably should be higher than me or whatever, but I feel like 3 is fair. I feel like from the time I got in the league, I was, besides you and probably Mason, I feel like I was the most consistent user in the league. And like, I always say, well, bowls really don't define me. Like, yeah, bowls are. That's what most people want to judge you on, but for the most part, only one person can win the bowl. So I mean, being consistently at the top is always important for me. So I feel like, and I made 3 AFC championship games, lost all 3, but I feel like being consistent it's being rewarded. I'd say I'm being rewarded for being consistent at 3.
Absolutely, and like I said, these are preseason rankings. And one thing about preseason rankings, it doesn't mean anything, especially with the new game coming out. This is going to be a whole new experience for us. But I will say this: a good user will be able to adapt to whatever game comes out. You know what I mean? And I think everybody in this top 5, even the top 10, should be able to adapt to the game. You know what I mean? Because there's some things in this new game that you're not going to be able to do like you used to do in previous Madden. You can't just come out and do certain things like you used to.
Oh, man. You said it, boy. Because some people going to get exposed, I'm going to tell you that.
All right, let's move on to number 2. And like I said, I don't get too hyped up into preseason rankings, but I think number 2 and number 1 really could be interchangeable. I had 3 bowls, he had 2. He won the last 2, and he beat me in the bowl. You know what I mean? So I don't mind being the number 2. I don't mind being the number 2. I think I ended up getting to 4 bowls. I think it was 4-1 bowl or something like that. 3-1 or whatever it was. Yeah. But my man Mason is a good. He makes good adjustments throughout the game, so I had to give him credit for that. And as far as being at number 2 for me, man, I mean, I'm number 2. I mean, so now that gives me motivation.
How you feel about that?
To number 1,
What you think about that? You being the second on the list, man, not 1. How you feel about that?
Hey, you know me, I'm the champ, man. I feel like I'm the champ. I always feel like I'm the best. I'm confident, and I always aim to be the best. But if that's what people say, then that gives me motivation. I feel like, I feel like this. Look, each year, if I won a bowl or whatever, I felt like I had motivation to win another one because everybody was like, okay, you only got 1 bowl. Okay, well, let me get another one. Oh, you only got 2 bowls. Okay, well, let me get another one. Yeah. And then it's hard to say, I guess you got 3 bowls. I mean, it's nothing you can really say because
that was tough.
At the end of the day, you did what you did.
I supposed to do.
I came through it and basically just ran roughshod over the NFC last year. Basically,
That was just
went into their backyard and took
that
whatever
was
I
just
wanted,
so crazy
and
to
did whatever
watch.
I wanted to do.
That was just so crazy because I would be watching the game. I mean, we only played once, and lucky for me, your best player got hurt first touch of the game. But I mean, just watching you do that was so crazy, man. Because I'm like, y'all done played at least 3 times. You played at least all of them, all the top contenders in the NFC. Y'all played 3 times at least. And I'm like, y'all know what he about to run every time, and they steady running the same stuff every time y'all play. And I'm like, he just gonna expose y'all, and that's what you did. You made it happen.
And at the end of the day, man, it's about execution. I felt like Benny Young. Everybody knows Benny Young. Benny Young was going to, he's getting the ball.
Every
and
play.
We felt like we were just going to line up and punch people in the face and get a victory, And we had that animal Frank on the other end, on the defense end. We had Benny Young on the offense end, and they basically, did their thing. They did whatever they wanted to do. They went to New York, went to Atlanta, and basically, took people's wives and did what they wanted to do with them, and then dropped them off at the house.
I like to say you had them on a leash out there, man. You dog walked them.
Let's get to number one, man. Let's get to number one. Let's get to my man Mason, man. My man Mason came through. I think he came late, man, and he got 2 bowls. I know for sure he played
2 out of 3 seasons.
2 out of 3 seasons, or did he play 4 seasons?
No, he played 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. He only played 3 seasons. 2 out of 3 bowls. That's my guy, though.
Okay, so he got 2 out of 3 bowls. He took the Denver Broncos. This year, he got the San Diego Chargers, and that division is stacked. But we'll get into that a little bit later. But man, like I said, I don't have a problem with Mason being the number one. Like I said, the man earned 2 bowls, so 2 consecutive bowls. Anybody that can win back to back, man, that's a tough thing to do.
Right.
To win back to back.
They tough out here, man. Me and Mason, we laugh together. So playing him though, man, it's always tough because, like you said, he made good adjustments on the fly, and you can't really I'd say you can't turn the ball over, but you can't go 2 and 3 possessions without scoring versus him. Because then at that point, the defense is going to start getting to you, and eventually he going to score. You go 2 or 3 possessions without scoring versus him, you might as well hang it up unless you get some fluke. You better hope for some fluke at that point. If not,
absolutely.
Say
goodnight.
goodnight.
You got to manage the game properly when you play Mason.
Mm-hmm.
You don't manage the game, it's going to get away from you. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn the ball over either.
And that's another thing about him. He's real versatile. See, he can send heat, or he can drop back and rush 3, and pretty much bag you any pass play you want to do just by rushing 3, and you still had nowhere to go with it. So be on the lookout for his versatility with him, man. He's gonna be good again this year for sure.
Absolutely. All right, that was our top 5 power rankings, man. If your name is not on that list, that means you're a bum in my mind. That's how I call it. Hey, if you don't think that, or you don't agree with that, get on the list. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get on the list. Nah, it's a lot of good people, man, that's not on that list though. But I'm saying this: if you're not on that list, you feel like you should be.
Trash.
You're probably not that good, but you think that you're better than what you really are.
Like Colts be saying, he number 31. Shout out to the Colts, man. Number 31 on the list.
Absolutely. All right, so let's move on to who runs these divisions, man. We got everybody picked a team, everybody donated, and hey, shout out to the league, man, for having an auction style draft. Man, I thought it was a wonderful thing, man. Everybody just bid on their team and end up You know,
That was well coordinated. Shout out Mike for that, man, for thinking of that grand idea. Help try. We're gonna put all that back into the league, man. We're gonna get some nice stuff going on. Shout out Mike for that.
absolutely, and man, everything's helps when it comes to running a league of this caliber, man. We are a top up and coming league. Uh, Look out for us, man. I feel like we on the rise, man. We ready to take over, and
For
everything
sure.
helps, man. I appreciate everybody's you know, not crying and bitching about the fact that we were auctioning or paying money to get teams, man. I really
You got
appreciate
who
that.
you wanted though, so I mean, you got what you paid for. Like old boy, the Patriots, he came through with a 35 for the Patriots. That was crazy. Just out of nowhere, 35 on the Pats.
Absolutely, man. It was some crazy bids though, man. It was definitely was some crazy bids, but like you said, all the money, man, it's going to be funneled back into the league. Now,
Right.
having said that, um, we got some divisions, man. I think the divisions are pretty even. You know. All right, so look, let's start off with the AFC East. Who's gonna run this division, man? All right, so
Uh,
look, we got Trey with the Dolphins.
hmm
We got Brett with the Bills.
Y'all.
We got Donald Robinson with the Pats
hmm
and Dub Slice with the Jets. Now, I think I know Brett, and I've seen his game a little bit, and I know Trey. Now,
Well,
you
we're
got
gonna
to
get
help me
this
out
out the
with
bat.
other couple guys. Yeah, if it was for me, I'm gonna say Trey gonna run the division till somebody prove me wrong.
Dub Slice ain't winning the division. Top 5 pick guaranteed. Off rip. We ain't gonna waste no time talking about the Jets. Top 5 pick, Dub Slice is not good. That we're gonna get that out the bat right now. But I'm with you. I got trade easily with this one. 12 wins. 10 wins really might get the division. That's how sweet it is.
So basically, the AFC sounds like a real sweet cake division.
They are the AFC East easily bottom 3 easiest divisions in the league. Without a doubt.
All right, let's move on to some fireworks, man. Let's go on to them to which I feel is the most trash talking division that we have. That's going to be the AFC North. We got Waif with the Ravens. We got
Mm-hmm.
AJ with them Browns. We got Young Bull, my man with the
Mm-hmm.
Bengals. And I don't know who's this goddamn good with the Steelers. I never seen.
Hey, you wanna know something funny? Fam told me. I asked him how you pronounce his name. He says it's pronounced Gotham, like got him. I'm trying to figure out why he just didn't spell out Gotham instead of GOTM.
Right. How
Like
about put
who
an
gonna know
EM?
that?
Like got
Hey, sir,
him.
you need to change that right now. You
Right.
need to change that.
All right, so just for that, I'm gonna put you last in the division because, to me, in my mind, you don't have enough common sense in order to adjust to the game because you can't even spell your name right. It should be GOTEM. Got him.
Right, got him, not
Got him
GOTM.
good.
You forgot a whole letter.
So we got him good coming in fourth in the AFC North. All right, so for me, man, this is gonna be like I really don't know how this division gonna shake out because Wave
Well,
plays AJ good. You know what I mean? So I think
Wave
AJ,
starting out
Young Bull, and Wave, it's gonna be a battle, man. And I think
0-4.
AJ gonna win it the most,
Right.
but I wouldn't be surprised if Young Bull won it, and I wouldn't be surprised if Wave won it.
I'd be
A year.
surprised if Wave won the division, especially year one. Wave will start out 0-4. First week 1 he got trade, and then he played Juan, then he played Bull. Then he played Dynamite, then he played AJ. He won't get a win till week 5 at least. I got AJ every season winning that division without a doubt.
Man, I think AJ probably win the division the most this cycle. This.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Young Bull won it a couple times, and I wouldn't be surprised if Wave lucked up and won it a time or two. Because Wave got the best out routes in Madden, man.
Man, he told us one day, man, his out routes are special. He got the special out routes. So to be on the lookout for them special out routes he be talking about.
All right, let's move on to the AFC South. We got Twizzy with the Titans. All right, so what's the Colts username? Because I don't. What is the dude name? I don't know his name. Number 32.
Man, that guy's name is his name is. I'm looking, trying to find. His name is Aaron. His name is Virus. There it is, Virus. That's what it is. His name is Virus.
His name is number
Virus.
32. Number 31.
Yeah, or 31. Man. Hashtag 31 for Virus, bro.
And we got Mr. Put on the show. He had the Vikings, right?
Yeah, it was the Vikings user.
And Maine, who got the Jags, and Twizzy with the Titans. Now, from the outset, I would like to say Mr. Put on the show with the Texans probably would win that division. But the Jags got a good team, and that team is nice.
Right. The Colts roster is very well put together, though. They one of the youngest teams in the league now, almost. The Colts is. So maybe I don't see the Colts winning maybe about the first 2 years until he get all his young guys up. But about year 3 or 4, though, if he's actually a decent user, I mean, I got to play him in the beta. That was a slap session, but about year 3 or 4, he should, with the win this roster, he should be able to compete. But I think the first 2 seasons, it should go to the Texans. My guy Put on the show, man.
I definitely agree with you on that. I think the Texans will win the bulk of the divisions in the AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to the hardest. Well, let me not say the hardest, but one of the hardest divisions. I think
Top 2
AFC
toughest divisions.
West, man, it's gonna be fireworks in that division.
Yup. Every season, it's gonna be a battle. I don't think when we're picking divisions, I don't think we can pick a clear winner every season for that division because they got the toughest. They got 2 out of the top 5 users in that division as we speak right now. So I can't wait for Mason and Rich 215 to play. That's gonna be so exciting. Every time they play, it's gonna be a battle.
Absolutely, man. You got, of course, you got Mason, number 1 on the list. You got Rich 215, and he was number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Also got Bino with the Raiders. He's no slouch. And then you got my man Dynamite, man.
He's
The
top
way
10.
I look at it, man, the number 4 guy might win 9 or 10 games and not make the playoffs.
Exactly. Ooh. That ain't gonna be true. Somebody ain't gonna be happy about that.
Absolutely, man. That's gonna be interesting to see, interesting to play out. But if I had to put my money on it, man, I would say that it's gonna be split, just like you said. Like you wouldn't really be surprised if anybody won that division any particular year.
What I think I would be surprised about is if Rich or Mason finish 3rd in the division. I feel like every season it's gonna be Mason, Rich, or Rich, Mason, and I feel like Dynamite and Bino gonna fight for 3rd every season. Be looking to get that last wild card spot every season out of that division.
That's gonna be fun to see, man. I think I'm just gonna lay back and get my popcorn ready to see who comes out of that division each and every year, because it's definitely a top division. Mm-hmm. Let's move on to the NFC, and let's go to the NFC East. Man, we got my Redskins, Experts Cowboys. We got my man Matty Lowe and them G-Men and that bum-ass Daniel Jones. And then we got the Eagles.
I don't even know who the Eagles user is.
Somebody
we gonna put him at 4th.
We're gonna put him at 4 by default. Prove us wrong.
Right.
Prove us wrong, man. Because I did the Eagles justice last cycle. I don't see that happening this cycle.
Nah. So we're just gonna keep him at 4th every season.
We got my man Expert, man. We always had some good games. And we got Matty Lowe, man. I think it's a tough division, though, for real, to be honest with you. We got
top 3 toughest divisions.
We got 3 guys that I know can play, you know what I mean? So Of course, I'm looking to win the division, and I think
Yeah.
I'll win the majority. Let's say if we play 6 teams, I think
Mhm.
I can win 4. You know what I mean?
4? I'd say
Yeah,
you get 3.
I think I can win 4 divisions out of that.
I feel like
Uh,
you'll get 3 just because well, once Matty get them trash Giants up, and Expert got a good team off rip. I feel like he got the best team in the division by default, besides the Eagles. Because the Eagles roster, for whatever reason, they always juice the Eagles up on Madden. But the Cowboys, they got a good roster. I tell him every day he needs to trade Dak as soon as he get the chance, because he keep Dak, then that's gonna hold him back a little bit.
Man, Expert ain't trading Dak. He's a Prescott fan. I tell you,
Bum Prescott.
man. But you know what? I think Maddie. I played him a few times. I think we played in the beta too. It was funny too because when we played in the beta, we was just in head to head, and they matched us up, and we played the game.
Right. Oh, that's funny. The luck
that
of the
was
draw.
funny. Yeah, luck of the draw, right? And Maddie can play, man. So
yeah, Matty tough for sure.
he definitely can play. So we'll see. Like I said, I think for the most part, I think I can win the majority. I mean, that's all you can ask for. I feel like I'm gonna be in the playoffs regardless, though. If I can put up, man, if I get to 11 wins, man, just get me in the
11
show.
wins should get you in the NFC, unless we got some sleeper users that we really don't know about. That's super tough.
And that's sleeper users, man, and that's what I'm saying. Let's see what's up with the NFC North. It might be a couple sleepers in that division. We got Mike and them Bears. He got the Bears again. Man, I like the Bears team, man. Like I really was thinking of taking the Bears.
That defense tough. He got a great center. He got 2 great center pieces with that's young with Raquan and Eddie Jack. Then he got obviously Khalil Mack, 99, one of the 499 overall players. So by default, he gonna be in the game simply off Khalil Mack being Khalil Mack.
Absolutely, man. Now we got Rich Champion and them Packers, man. What is Rich Champion going to do, man? That's my understudy, man. I think
that man said he wanted to trade Rodgers, the best quarterback in the game.
I say I wasn't a fan. You know, I'm not a fan of that. Because A-Rod, he's 33, but in this game they're gonna let him play at least 4 or 5 seasons.
He a baller, and he got a cheat code because when he get in the zone, CPU can't even pick Aaron Rodgers off. CPU can't pick him off.
It's called gambler. That means that you can just throw some bum ass pass over the middle, right to the CPU defender.
With no
he's not
fear.
Gonna catch it.
No fear. He gonna drop it every time. But I did when I played with him in the beta. Keep this in mind. When I played with him in the beta, I threw a Stevie on purpose, and they got tips, but then they got picked off the tip. So you be careful with that when you playing with Aaron Rodgers. But for the most part, you can throw a Stevie every time with Gambler on, and you'll be good.
Okay, we got Rico and them Vikings, man. I don't know this guy. And we got EWAS 85 with the Lions, and I don't know that guy.
That's going to be one of the most interesting divisions because nobody truly know who's going to win. Because Rich Champion can get hot sometimes, and he could just be complete bomb other times. Mike can get hot sometimes and be balling, then Mike could go on tilt, like I was talking about with AJ earlier. He can go on tilt and lose 6 straight. So I think that, and then obviously we don't know who the other 2 guys are. So that I feel like if I had to pinpoint a division to watch closely this year, it'd be the NFC North.
Yeah, I think the NFC North is going to be interesting to see who steps up in that division. But if I had to, my early prediction would be Mike will probably be the one to win that division the most. Mm-hmm. Based off that defense is stupid. Khalil Mack is constant.
That defense nasty.
You know what I'm saying? I think that, and he already got Mitchell Trubisky, and Mike likes to run with the quarterback. So, all right, let's move on to the NFC South. We got your Falcons. We got the Schemer, my man, the Schemer and the Panthers. We got Flynn with the Saints and Lifted Lights with the Bucks, man.
Shout out Lifted, man. Lifted.
I think this division is a little tougher, now me looking at it than, on paper. The Schemer can play, man.
I'm real interested.
If you play this guy and you sleep on him, you're gonna lose the game. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those
Hmm.
type of users.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any. I play lifted in the beta. The other two guys, so Boogie and the schemer, I don't know who they are. So I mean, obviously, I'm not sleeping on nobody. But like you said, I feel like I like myself to win the division majority of the time. I honestly be surprised if I lose the division just off simply my defense is already set. And I feel like I got the fastest defense in the league. I got 90 speed linebackers, 87 speed DNs. I got 92 speed plus corners, 88 speed safeties. So off defense alone, I should be in the game. And I got Julio. So that's
Man,
always
shout out
great.
to my man, the schemer, man. I'm gonna tell you how I ended up knowing and getting to know this guy. He was
Hmm.
following, he was watching my games on Twitch, and
Hmm.
he was writing me, while I'm playing. We were talking. Then we played head to head, and then he
Hmm.
ended up getting into Dynasty, and then he, of course, he came over here.
Uh-huh.
Um, and like I said, the dude is a solid user, man. Like he's not saying that I wouldn't put him in the top five, but I would say he's the top 15 user. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
having said that, you know what I mean? When you play him, I don't think it's gonna be an easy run. I don't know like
Hmm.
lifted lights, and I haven't seen
Lifted.
Flynn play, but I think I heard some good things about the Saints user. So,
Yeah.
but
It
I would say the
should be
Falcons.
good.
I would say your Falcons will win the majority of those
Mhm.
divisions. First thing you got to do is get a quarterback, though. So we'll see.
Man, if we could, ooh, I don't know. I ain't thought about tanking, but it definitely done flew through my mind a couple times because I want a real good quarterback. I use Matty. I should get the job done for one season, and then we go from there. But that defense, I'm so excited to play defense because we fast.
Absolutely. Let's move on to the NFC West real fast, and we have 47 with the Rams. The Rams got a good team, man. That team is just filthy. Like if you can't win with the Rams, I don't want to hear shit about nothing. No
Nothing.
excuse.
He's sending the Blitz
The
Kings.
Rams are filthy.
Sending the Blitz Kings.
We got Juan with them cards. We got
That's a
Uchi,
project.
King Uchi with the Seahawks, and Caleb with the 49ers.
That's
Uchi's a
another
good user,
interesting
man.
division.
Juan's a good user. And the Rams got a good team. So,
That's another interesting division, like the NFC North. You just don't really know, like who. I feel like Juan should get the job done, because me, Mason, AJ, we used to lab with Juan, so sometimes we'll get Juan right, just off him watching us play and occasionally playing him head to head. But that division is interesting. But like the Rams, I feel like the Rams 47 gonna be in the game against Juan when they play, just because he got Aaron Donald, Dante Fowler, and the Cardinals' offensive line is atrocious. So it got the potential for some upsets over there, but I really can't figure out who's gonna win that division the most, because it's got three solid users in there, and I don't really know about 47 on how he plays.
right. I would. Um, but if I had to pick a guy, um, man, I don't know 47. If I had to pick, man, it'd be I might go with Uchi, man. I might go with Uchi. I think, and the reason why I say that is that the way Madden 20 plays kind of fits the way he plays.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of fits the way he likes to play. Like some of the
Right.
stuff in Madden 19 that you can get away with, you can't get away with in 20. And if you're playing a guy like Uchi, man, I think it kind of fits his style. So I look for the Seahawks to win the division the most in Madden 20. Hey, that's our opinion, man. If you don't like it, oh well. Do something
I
about it, man.
mean,
This is your
play
chance.
better.
This is your chance to do something about it, man. Um, so we'll definitely see. You know what I mean? All right,
Right.
so look, that was our who run the divisions. Um, next, I don't want to touch on it too much because like we were talking before we even did the show. We all know about Madden 20, but I just want you to tell me your favorite thing that you like about Madden 20 versus Madden 19? What's the best feature or the best thing that you're looking forward to in Madden 20?
Um, my favorite thing that I played in the beta that I got to experience hands on was the different styles that you can play with. Like if you like to run the ball, then you can truly run the ball in that. But also if you want to be Gus Malzahn out there with speed sweeps, RPOs, run inside zone every play and then occasional deep ball, you can do that too. I feel like it's going to be a lot of different styles of offense that you see throughout the league. You still have your occasional flat passers there and everything like that because they don't truly know how to play offense and they just want to be conservative. Then also it's going to be a lot of variety of offense. But the thing I like most that was different from Madden 19 is the quarterback play. Quarterback play is going to be so important because you got to be almost elite in the pocket if you want to truly get a pass off. And you have to actually make reads. You just can't pick a play and run it because you know it's going to work because pass rush is real. If you got good pass rushes, you're going to be in the game. And it's going to expose bad quarterback pocket presence users because you just can't snap the ball and when you see a blitzing guy or whatever and run out the pocket and get there, you won't have enough time. You're going to get exposed and you're going to get slapped.
Yeah, man, I think Madden 20, it's not like previous Maddens where you can slap the game in, okay, put it on, play somebody, do whatever you want with it, and then it's not like that at 20, man. It depends on who you playing. Like when you played Aaron Donald let you know that I'm like Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was not, and this is what Aaron Donald does in real life. You know what I mean? He slaps he slaps offensive linemen and get them out your way, and you felt that. When I played with Kamara, he was unguardable by linebacker, but that's Alvin Kamara. That's what he does. You know what I mean? So I think my favorite thing about Madden 20 is I feel like the ratings finally, not saying that they didn't matter before, but I feel like it matters amplified. Along with the real player motion, because I think they fixed that too, the way that the players move. And the warp and tackle pretty much done. I didn't get too much warp action.
Oh, that's another thing. Man, if you was one of those people who just spam R1 when you can't do that no more. You just can't spam. You can't spam R1 and make a tackle. You're going to get exposed and you're going to give up a big play because you actually got to time it up now. But I think that was the biggest thing.
Move. That spin move is dead as well. Yep. So if you was putting people in the spin cycle in 19, don't worry about it in Madden 20.
Nope.
But I tell you what was there though that was refreshing.
Stiff arm.
That stiff arm. Tom Gurley knocked
Gurley was fake with the stiff arm.
You hear me?
Yeah. That was a lot of fun to use a stiff arm.
So man, that's what we looking forward to, man. Like I said, the ratings of the players for me, it feels like Stephon Gilmore was a lockdown cornerback. I knew better than to throw to his side because he was locking it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so especially now that forces you to, be more of a coach and matchup. Try to find the right matchups, not just go out there and just run a play because the play works against anybody. It's not like that in 20.
No, you actually got to scheme some stuff open.
All right, so that's our quick Madden 20 out view. And man, it's gonna be here in a couple weeks, man. We got the EA Access coming, and Madden 20 should be dropping. If you get it early, man, you should be able to get that on July 29th, man.
Yep. Please play EA Access on the July 24th. So July 24th, 25th, something like that. It's only $5 for the month. Right? Yep, 10 hours, $5 a month. Or you could just pay $30 and get it for the whole year. But I feel like most people only want EA Access for Madden, so they just spend $5 and get it for the month.
Absolutely. All right, so look, this is our, our inaugural show of the Hotspot, man. We got a lot more stuff coming. Um, One of the things that we're going to do, we want to put out a poll on what division do y'all feel is the toughest division. And what we're going to do, we're going to rank them, rank the toughest divisions from 1 through 8. We'll put out a poll and let the league vote, and we'll go from there. But I got a sneaky suspicion that one or two of those divisions is going to definitely be in the top rankings if everybody knows, those users.
Right. Should be interesting to see how that goes. But man, I'm excited for this season. We're only a couple weeks away. Really about 2 weeks away from just getting hands on the game and getting in the lab again, man. I'm excited about doing that. I miss just loading it up and playing to see how I can get better for the day.
All right, so Des, man, do you have any league news that you wanna put out there for the guys in the Premier League?
Man, that's just follow once again the Hotspot on Twitter at the Hotspot SGN. On there, follow the Premier League, the actual league page where most of the stuff is going to be going. That's SGN Premier League on Twitter. Follow Sports Gamers Now on Twitter. But that's about it, man. I'm Who Is This? That's SHB.
Absolutely, man. Hey, this is the Hotspot, man. Hey, you know what? I just want everybody that's in the Premier League. Mike handpicked pretty much everybody that's in the league, man. And we trying to go to a higher place. And in order to do that, we need participation. And I'm not. I think we've pretty much got a lot of participation, man. I'm really excited about a lot of the people that's willing to put in some work and do some things positive for the league. And it's about immersion, man. If we can get everybody doing and moving in the right direction, man, this will be a great Madden 20 for everybody.
We want to win.
and of course, everybody wants to win, but at the end of the day, man, you want a league that's a fun league, man, from a competition standpoint and from a content standpoint, and we want to keep everybody engaged throughout the whole cycle.
Man, and we were trying to get one of those league crawler awards, best new league, something like that, man.
And one thing, and that's why we need everybody to be more active on Twitter. You know what I mean? Right. And I know that league guys always is very active on Twitter. So I take my hat off to the league guys. My guy Rich 215, he's active on Twitter. I'm active on Twitter. And so I think for real, we got a good, I say 10 to 15 people that's really pushing it, but we really need 25. You know what I mean? 30
at least.
You know what I'm saying? And we need to keep that movement going, to keep the momentum going, man. So
we're trying to be great.
Absolutely. All right, Des, anything else you want to say to the league? You got anything you want to get off your chest? Any you want to shout out somebody? You want to challenge somebody? You want to tell somebody get ready? Say it with your chest.
Nah, man, just shout out Maddie, man. Y'all hear this? Y'all see this, man? Shout out Maddie. Maddie put in a lot of time on this, for sure. He really make this whole thing go with this hotspot stuff, man. This was his idea, his name of the show, man. Shout out Maddie, for real. He really the brains behind all of this. Shout out Mike once again for really giving us the opportunity to do this. Honestly, this is his whole org, all of this, man. Shout out to those two guys for sure. And Wave still starting over for them, for sure. I would give him $10 if he win 2 games. If he start up 2-4, 2-2 out of his first 4 games, I give him $10. I guarantee.
Wow. Hey, Wave, that's a challenge, man. Hey, pick up that free $10, man. All you gotta do is win 2 out of your first 4 games.
I give him $10. He win 2 out of his first 4. 2 out of his first 4. I give him $10.
Hey, I want to shout out my man, of course, Matty Lowe. Hey, let me give a shout out to my man Expert's Corner. My man Expert is a good guy, man.
Great guy.
And he's definitely adding to what we trying to do here in this league. And of course, shout out to Mike. Mike is pushing the envelope, and we trying to push this thing to another level. And like I said, anybody think they want some? Anybody think they want some? When Madden 20 drops, go to the Hotspots Twitter page, hit us up, and then we'll definitely set up a slap session.
For sure, slap sessions, all Madden 20. Just don't run it and don't. We'll play by your rules.
Y'all ready?
We'll play by your rules.
Jump on the Hotspot Twitter page, or jump on the Premier SGN Premier League page. Hit us up, and then we'll set up a slap session, and we'll even have it broadcasted. Really we'll have a great tournament, man. It'll be a fun event.
Yeah, we'll play by your rules too.
Wow. Gonna play by their rules and slap them around with their own rules, huh, Des?
For sure. That's how we always do it, man. Slap sessions, all Madden 20.
Absolutely, man. Hey, this was the Hot Spot, and this is your boy, High Speed 30. And this is my man, Dez, and we are out.